Xur can be found on Titan, on the rig location. He's in his normal little spot here. You know, you can find it. It's on the map. What does he have? Well, this week, he's got something you guys have been wanting. I know, because this has been a very highly requested item from him. So if you guys are in the comments saying, oh, I didn't bring anything, for some people, he brought the Holy Grail. So we got the sweet business, guys, with the Payday perk, larger magazine, increased accuracy when firing from the hip. That doesn't really matter too much. It's fun to kind of role play being Rambo and just, you know, fire from the hip constantly. The real thing here is the holding down the trigger boosts the weapon's range and rate of fire and automatically loads ammo pickups into the magazine. So that's the real amazing part there, where you're just continually firing this thing, and you walk over a ammo brick while firing, completely reloads it into the magazine for more firing, kind of like a mobile Titan wall. It's fun. This thing's just fun. I've had many great moments in PvP. I can hear people firing their new sweet business in the background right now, actually. It also has high caliber rounds, if you are wanting it to know about it. It doesn't really affect you that much in PvP, so it's not like, oh god, my screen's just into the sky. It makes it a much more viable weapon in PvE because you can just continually stagger a lot of enemies, and high cal in PvE is just good. As you can tell, it's a minigun. It fires fast. Oh, I actually have the ornament, so you can see what that looks like, which is nice. Just, that's classy, you know? Gold and wood, that's classy. That's classy. Highly recommend that you pick this up. It may not be like a top tier exotic, you know, it's actually pretty good on the Callus for the DPS phases, but you know, using rockets and Cold Heart is still better. It's just a fun gun. It's just a fun gun, and games are about having fun, so pick this thing up. It's cool. The Hunters get the Raiden Fluxx chest piece with the Synapse Junctions perk. Quick successive attacks with arc staff increases damage output and duration. So I just actually reviewed this in my Hunter armor video. Basically, the perk stacks up to 3 times. The duration increase is significant. I couldn't remember the exact numbers from it, and it really doesn't matter because you're using the arc staff constantly and moving around, so just know that it can add about maybe 10 seconds to your super or so, which is a significant difference. The damage bump is also why you should really use this, because at 3 stacks, which is the max stacks of Synapse Junctions, it increases the damage of your arc staff by 72%. That's a lot. That is a lot of damage increase with that super. So you can stagger bosses and strikes, public events easily, and you know, you're increasing the duration of it too at the same time. So in some strikes, you can, you know, stun a boss for his entire health duration. It is actually kind of absurd, and it makes basically this chest piece makes Arc Strider have the proper power level everywhere. Even in PvP, it's okay there. I'd prefer to use something else that just, because you only use your super like once or twice maybe in a PvP match. So I don't know. I suggest using something else for PvP, but in PvE, this is just the absolute best chess piece that you could possibly use for your Hunter. Moving over the Doom Fang Pauldrons, we have the Horns of Doom perk, where Shield Bash melee kills recharge Shield Throw, and melee ability kills recharge Sentinel Shield Super. This is it's a pretty cool chess piece where you get into a rhythm of like throwing your shield, hitting something, or you know, killing something with your shield bash, and then throwing another shield, and yeah, it's fun. It creates a cool 1-2 rhythm when you have your super active, and then melee ability kills recharging the Sentinel Shield Super is also really cool too. So it's you know, you can turn into kind of a brawler with these. Definitely like using them on my Sentinel Titan. I'll be doing the Titan video next, as the only other exotic I need for my Titan is a Syncoceps, something like that. Can't pronounce it. That's the last exotic I need, and I'll probably end up just borrowing someone's account to play with those. We have the Winter's Guile gloves for Warlocks, and again, stellar perk here, Warlord Sigil. Eliminating enemies with melee attacks increases your melee damage. This stacks up to 5 times. I don't have I just got these, so I don't know the exact damage increase. But it stacks up to 5 times, and it gets to the point where you're almost one-shotting like yellow health bar enemies with that damage increase. In PvE, these things are just good. Like on a Devour Warlock, where you get that melee kill, boom, you have Devour procced. You're just meleeing, constantly healing, meleeing, constantly healing. I'm making the slapping sound while I'm clapping my hands together. But it's fun. It's really good. This it's a different exotic because, we usually focus on, making your super better or making, neutral game better. This makes melees better. It honestly, if you told me Winter's Guile was a Titan exotic, I would have believed you. Even the, piece here just, even the picture looks kind of Titany to me. But yeah, Warlord Sigil, solid perk, and just endlessly punching things is a pretty good easy mode. Pro tip, if you're a parent and you want your kid to farm a bunch of stuff for you, this is probably the easiest exotic to put on because kids like to melee stuff. I don't know, just every time I've seen kids playing, they constantly melee things, so just put that on. There you go. It's great. Actually, this is a really good week for Xur. Every single exotic is good. He's bringing sweet business, which is a highly requested item. If the only critique I have is, man, I need something to do with all these legendary shards right now. I can keep buying stuff and dismantling it, but all right. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you next week. There's no trials this weekend either. It got taken away. Well, thanks for bringing stuff, sir.